We must increase the bust. The bigger the better, the tighter the sweater, the boys depend on us.
Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hi, Happy New Year. Welcome to In the Pink, I'm Elise Brown. We watched the blanket coverage of the Iowa caucus this week, of course, where Rick Santorum, the shame of Pennsylvania, as headlines gleefully noted, surged from behind. Now that's just immature. It was stiff competition. Ron Paul bots were busy manufacturing some way to say that Ron Paul really won while fingering the evil mainstream media for not reporting it. For instance, they asked if the caucus could be conducted over the internet. Meanwhile, the media crowed about a very tight, very hot three-way between Santorum, Romney, and Paul. Eventually, Paul got the shaft, and it became clear that it was Santorum and Mitt Romney who were in a deadlock. Ron Paul thought they said dreadlock and began to twitch. Mitt was spanked by Iowa voters in 2008 after heavily campaigning in the state. This year, though, he didn't pump a lot of energy. Santorum must have been frothing at the mouth when he discovered, after delivering his victory speech, that it was Mitt who came out on top. Headlines noted that with a margin of just 8 votes, that it was a real squeaker. Still, the Santorum camp excitedly vowed that by the next day, Santorum would be on the lips of every American across the country. And that's about as close to correct as Rick Santorum's camp has ever been. We here at In the Pink aren't exactly what you'd call well endowed. But you know what? We don't give a crap. Especially when there's so many problems with breast implants. Okay, you can defend your hard shell half coconuts all you want, but is a 2 to 7% rupture rate really acceptable to you? Or worse, did you get your fake fun bags in France, where one company is being investigated for using industrial grade silicone in their implants instead of medical grade silicone? Ew. I'd rather have a mammogram administered by a hungover, sadistic, lead-footed medical technician with an assault record than put questionable, slimy French oil in my chest. But that's just me. For flat-chested females, we recommend sticking to the French truffle oil. On your food, of course. And marching into Vicky's Secret and procuring yourself a push-up bra. And finding a mate who's more of an ass or leg lover. Believe me, it's nice to never ever have to say, "Hey bud, eyes up here." We want to give a big hand to a local woman who deserves recognition as a WMD, a woman making a difference. We're fortunate to have some sharp women working in Philadelphia Public Radio, but this one gets our salute because she's been successfully working with kids for 24 years, which is a huge accomplishment in our book. It's Kathy O'Connell, host of Kids Corner on WXPN FM, where for an hour every weeknight she educates and entertains kids on the radio. I know, how quaint. Her stimulating interactions with the kids who call the show, her clever asides, and giving exposure to some really good kids music artists have already resulted in her receiving the prestigious Peabody Award. So our little salute will simply consist of this little congratulatory ditty that Kathy herself taught us. A little song, a little dance, a little seltzer down the pants. Way to go, girl.